RaeAnne Chanelle. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod my name in the very dirt, but still like dust I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high. Still, I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes? Shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. That was Maya Angelou, Still I Rise. Shout out to our ancestors, you feel me?
Welcome to Dipped in the Scoop. This is our first episode of 2019. I'm sitting here with the lovely RaeAnne, and we're going to have a wonderful conversation. So let's start things off. Please tell us who you are and what you do.
Yes, I am RaeAnne Chanelle. I am God's poet. I love to write, and it healed me, and it's healing me. I'm in the healing process right now, so I just use writing as my healing tool.
When you say you write, what kind of things do you write? Do you write like poetry, short stories, or what do you like to create?
Well, you just created a poem for me. I steal everyone's words, and I just give them credit for what it is they have done, and the sentences that they form. So what you just told me, I'm gonna steal it and
work with something.
Yes, and I'm gonna give you your credit and your acknowledgement. You feel me?
Yeah, I love that. So where are you from?
I am from Pasadena, California. Pasadena, shout out to my city. Yeah. Yes.
So, let me ask this: what kind of got you started on your route or your creative journey?
Oh, boy. Every time that someone passed away in my family, I was asked to create a poem and speak it, at the funeral. And this time around, I know that my mother isn't going to be here forever. So I want to use my words and my gift, and I want to put her face just out there for the world so they can see where I come from and who created this. Yeah.
What made you decide that would be the outlet? So you were writing for family, but then it seems like it took its own life of its own, and then you kind of just were like, this is what I do, I love words. How was that journey? How was that journey to the point of hey, would you be willing to, contribute to this, to here, now it's like your being almost.
Wow, thank you. That was deep.
Yeah.
Wow. It's just evolution. I never really acknowledged that it was one of my gifts. I always just did it out of the kindness of my heart because I was asked to, to give acknowledgement to other people. And drinking, I was drinking a lot, and I didn't realize that was one of the reasons why I didn't see clear, this is one of my gifts. So once I stopped drinking, I just feel like I kind of start evolving into my true natural self, and my talents just start to enhance and just show.
Did you have kind of a mentor, with your art, specifically with your art? As you're kind of growing and developing, was there someone who kind of helped you develop your writing skills, or did you just kind of just figure it out and just
Yeah. I definitely had a lot of mentors. I'm working on building a connection with them. I don't know if they would consider themselves to be my mentor yet, but I definitely feel like they mentored me into that. This whole book is in dedication to my mentors and to people who just, instilled so much into my brain and into me, invested so much into me that just made me become this writer that I am.
Let's talk a little bit more about your book. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
curious, if you don't mind. Ooh.
The Forever 7.
Oh, let me
Yes.
look at this. Beautiful. Savannah,
Quentin and the Forever 7.
we had listened to like a podcast that you were featured on.
Yes.
That's how I knew, and you had mentioned that there's going to be hardcovers coming out.
Yes.
And so the fact that you got the hardcover right here, whew, it's beautiful.
Yes.
Awesome. But yeah,
Thank you.
please, tell us some more.
Okay. So, to captivate people's attention, I tell them that it is a yearbook.
So, I love it.
And everyone that I meet and that I have an interaction with, even if I just say hello, I ask them if they can drop some words of encouragement down on here. And there's 27 of them. And once I get every single one filled up, so this is the 14th one out of the 27, then I gift them to like just a person, a random person, like whoever God tells me to gift it to. And yeah, I let it flourish. I let them know to sign it, read it, and give it away. So you guys definitely got to sign some words of encouragement in here today.
Super honored.
Yeah.
What was kind of, because I love that. It's so dope. Like the concept behind it's super dope. Like the fact that so you only put together 27?
Yes.
So there's only 27 out there in the wild. And, well, one, what made you decide 27? Well, like, why specifically that number out of like...
Right?
Uh-huh.
The number 7, it has a lot of significance to the mentors that I want to connect with, a lot of significance to the people that I want to connect with. What does 7 mean to you? Does it have any significance for you?
Right off the top, I just think lucky.
Oh,
I think good.
okay.
I have positive, like when I think 7, yeah, I think of lucky.
Okay, bomb. See, so now we connected through that number. Yeah, and the 27, that was just me connecting my 2 favorite numbers, 2 and 7, and yeah, also the connection with everyone else, you know, me trying to get connected to them.
That's tight.
Yeah.
So when you started putting it together, what made you decide, like, okay, I want people to kind of, because it's kind of tight, because it's like they're filling the books with themselves, like when they write in it. Like like people are kind of leaving it. But what made you, like, because the concept's tight, like, so what kind of led you to, like, okay, I want people to write words of encouragement or something, and then I want to pass it off. Like, how did you get to that point? Or it just happened?
Yeah, my mom, on one of her good days, she gave me the suggestion. This wasn't supposed to be a book. This was supposed to be a conversation. And yeah, my mom said, turn it into a book. So
You like it good?
yeah, and it says created out of Robin Every and sign here. Once you finish the book, give it away and sign here. So it was already, you know, in my works to give it to one person and to have them sign it.
Yeah.
It just started like to get broader. Like, well, I only get to give it to one person, and more people wanted to just be a part and like drop words. So I'm like, okay, well, sign it. Yeah, like
sign it.
Yeah, sign it until I give it away. Cool, no problem. So.
How did you kind of build your voice? Because when we saw you perform, like, I don't even say perform, when you shared your art with us,
Thank you.
when we saw that, I don't know, you weren't like, you weren't a new booty or anything like that. You came in, like, it was, right away you could tell, like the rhythm and just the strength and like I don't know, like instantly, I flowed right into what you were saying, and I was like, we just kind of stopped what we were doing, we paid attention, we were just like, wow, like you, not demanded attention, but you just had that rhythm and that thing that kind of just drew everybody in the room to you, and I thought that was tight. That's why, like, that's why we knew we had to sit down.
Man, that's nothing but God right there. See? Yeah, that's nothing but God. Yeah, he just gives me that confidence, or not even confidence, because I wouldn't say that when I necessarily speak I feel like, ooh, I feel so confident, I feel so tall. Like, sometimes I feel vulnerable and I feel weak. But my voice, though, like, I don't want to keep everything that's going on inside of my head, I don't want to keep it inside of here for all eternity. I feel like it's important to create space.
You trust it and let it out.
Yeah.
So, was there like a journey to kind of finding your voice to the point where you could like share it?
Definitely. The journey was lots of repressing, using my voice just when I was asked of others, not when I wanted to, not for myself, not when I wanted to heal, not when I wanted to express or just tell someone how I felt. It was always for the benefit of someone else, and it still is.
Yeah.
That may be where I get my power from. It still is.
Yeah.
I just know how to better control it and to use myself within that as well. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
What drives you to keep getting better at it? Or do you write a lot, or do you continue, or do you just kind of let your voice come out when it feels right? Or is it something that do you feel like you're working on a skill sometimes too, like you're thinking of better ways to communicate? Or
Definitely. I am definitely trying to think of better ways to communicate. I know that I am a poet, and I know that that is one of my specialties, and that's also kind of one of my faults. It makes it hard for other people who may not understand my way of communicating through poetry, my hits or my metaphors or my similes. It makes it kind of like, when I speak, like, okay. So sometimes I do have to kind of step outside of myself and not talk so much in riddles. And just tell a person like, hey, Quentin, like, this is what I need.
A little bit more. Yeah.
As opposed to like writing poems, like just, I mean, but that's my thing, so whatever.
So as an artist and as a person, like, what do you feel you represent?
I feel like I represent RaeAnne Chanelle, the human. Like, that's all I can represent. I believe in God, and I hope that people will be able to see that through me representing RaeAnne Chanelle. But that's what I feel like I represent, RaeAnne Chanelle. Sometimes RaeAnne Chanelle featuring Freshly Dip.
Hey.
Right?
Yeah. I like that. Good answer.
My schizo-affected mama and Harriet Tubman built this. I'm fighting for them high gates with the younger son of Jacob. I was named after Anne and Auntie Rachel. I will always love Anne, no doubt. Dear world, it hurts my feelings when I ask for conversations. Don't shut me out. I'm a single mom now, used to call you Auntie. Dr. Anne has it all figured out. Just to clarify, world, you do not determine the conversations that will make my baby break. I used to hide with you, show you my first big tattoo. Now I can't even confide with you. 2004, real doctors gave my mom 6 months. Fast forward 168 months. Enjoy our funeral. I'm happy with you bringing cigarettes to my mom if that's what you need to carry on. Without the conversations I want, I'll give Anne my best front. Frame this. I'm shameless.
Dip's really about putting yourself in your environment, in the world, in a positive way. And kind of committing yourself, being all in about whatever it is that you love to do. So what advice would you give to the next person who's maybe a creative or is passionate about something, or they want to move forward but they're not really sure what to do? Like what advice would you give to that person?
I would tell them, my advice, my suggestion would be to pray and write down the answer that you are given and then execute. Don't be afraid or feel fearful to execute the plan that he has given you, no matter how broad or how small it is. Yeah, write it down and go.
And go.
And go.
And stay dipped while you're doing it.
And stay dipped, you feel me? My name is RaeAnne Chanelle, and I'm always dipped. Shout out to Quentin. Shout out to Savannah. We dipped out here. We dipped out here. We dipped out here. We dipped out here. Hey, we dipped out here. We dipped out here. We dipped out here.
Yeah. Awesome.